Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to study chapter 1 Science of class 7th. As we learned in class 6 that food is essential for all living organisms, we also learned that carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals are the components of food, and these components are known as nutrients. Nutrients are necessary for our body. All living organisms require food. Plants can synthesize food for themselves, means plants can prepare food for themselves, but animals and humans cannot do so. They are dependent on plants for their food. Thus, humans and animals are directly or indirectly dependent on plant. Directly means we directly eat plants, fruit, or I say indirectly means if an organisms eat plants and some some other organism eats that organism, that it will be indirect, but the food is taken by the plants only. Mode of nutrition in the plants are the only organisms that can prepare food for themselves. Only plants in this whole world can prepare food for themselves by using water, carbon dioxide and other minerals. What are these water, carbon dioxide and minerals? These are the raw materials used by plants to prepare their food, and normally these raw materials are present in their surroundings. Nutrition is the thing which enables living organisms to build their bodies, to grow, to repair damaged parts of their bodies, and provide the energy to carry out life processes. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by organisms and its utilization by the body. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the mode of taking food. By which mode the organism takes the food is known as nutrition. There are two types of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from simple substances, it's called autotrophic. What is auto? The meaning of auto is self, and troph means nourishment. As you can see here, it is written. So means autotrophic means self-nourishment. They make their food themselves and nourish themselves. Alright. Therefore, plants are called autotrophs. Animals and most other organisms take in food prepared by the plants. Animals and other organisms, mostly the other organisms, take in the food prepared by the plants. They are called heterotrophs, and this mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic, but the animals are called heterotrophs. Heteros means others and trophic means nourishment, means they take nourishment from other living organism. It is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Alright, let's go further. Now we may ask where the food factories of plants are located. Food factories of plants means where the food of plant is being prepared. Food for plant and all the living organisms live on the earth. Where it is prepared in the leaves. But sometimes, like cactus, it is prepared in the stem too. Because cactus doesn't have leaves, it has adapted himself by changing its leaf into spine to do the loss of transpiration, to don't lose his water. So he has made them spine. Sometimes they are the green part of the plant is used to make food, because the green part has chlorophyll inside it, and chlorophyll is necessary to make food because who can it is the only one who can absorb the sunlight. Okay, now we will go further. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis, food making process in plants. Photosynthesis is the food making process in plants. If photosynthesis will not exist, then the life on the earth would not be possible, because with the help of the process photosynthesis only, plants are able to make their food. Leaves are the food factories of plants. Therefore, all the raw materials must reach the leaf. As we all know that the food is prepared in the leaf, and the raw materials needed by the leaf has to reach the leaf, otherwise it will not be possible to carry out the process of photosynthesis. So it is Um, so other parts of the plant helps to let the raw material reach leaf, right? Water and minerals present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and transported to the leaves. Water and minerals present in the soil. Water is present in the soil. Some minerals are also present in the soil and are absorbed by roots and transported to the leaves. Carbon dioxide from air is taken in by there is an opening known as stomata. Tiny pores. Tiny pores present on the surface of leaves. These pores are surrounded by guard cells. Such pores are called stomata. Stomata are surrounded by guard cells to guard them. Water and minerals are transported to the leaves by the vessels which run like pipes throughout the root, the stem and the branches and the leaves. Water and minerals are absorbed by the roots, but how they reach leaf? There are many vessels. They they run like pipes through the root, the stem, the branch. They are everywhere, and somewhat roots absorb the water and minerals, and from the vessels they transport to the leaves. All right, let's go further. Here it is. The, Now we will study about cells. What are cells? We have all seen how the buildings are made of bricks. Same as the buildings are made of bricks, the bodies of all living organisms are made of tiny units called cells. Cells can be seen only under the microscope. Some organisms are made of only one cell. The cell is enclosed by a thin outer boundary called the cell membrane. Most cells have a distinct centrally located spherical structure called the nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance called cytoplasm. Now see this figure. This middle one, it is nucleus, and it is surrounded by yellow. You can see this. This is cytoplasma, and cytoplasma and nucleus, they both are covered by a boundary called cell membrane. We will again start from here. Continue. The leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll The leaves have a green pigment called chlorophyll. So that is why the color of the leaves is green. We have learned it in chapter 6. Chapter 6 class 6. It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. This energy is used to synthesize, or I say prepare, food from carbon dioxide and water. Chlorophyll Chlorophyll helps the plant to capture the energy of the sunlight. This energy The leaves use this energy to prepare food with the help of carbon dioxide and water. Since some amount of nitrogen is also used in the plants like peas, beans, etc. Leguminous plants. Leguminous plants are the only one who needs nitrogen to prepare their food. The meaning of photosynthesis. Let's come here. Photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photo means light. Synthesis means to combine. So, in the presence of light, if we combine carbon dioxide and water, it forms our food. Okay. So we find that chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are necessary. Now you can write this: chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are necessary to carry out the life processes of photosynthesis. It is a unique process on the earth. The solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. As we all know, if the light would not be, solar energy would not be there, the chlorophyll would not have captured it and our food must not have been made, because the process of photosynthesis is done with the help of sunlight. If the sunlight wouldn't be there, photosynthesis wouldn't be there. Photosynthesis wouldn't be there, food wouldn't be there. If food wouldn't be there, what will we eat? If we will not eat anything, we will die. Life would not be possible on the earth. So, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Can you imagine life on Earth in the absence of photosynthesis? No, it is not possible. Life on the Earth is not possible in the absence of photosynthesis. In the absence of photosynthesis, there would not be any food. The survival of almost all living organisms, directly or indirectly, depends upon the food made by the plants. Alright, so we will do here only. Let me rewind and some important points you must write. The first question: what are nutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals are the components of food. These components of food are called nutrients and are necessary for our body. All living organisms require food. No, it is not in question here. What are the uses of nutrition? The nutrition enable living organisms to build their bodies, first point, to grow, second point, to repair damaged parts of their bodies, third point, and provide the energy to carry out life processes, fourth point. All right. Nutrition. What is nutrition? The definition is nutrition is also there. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism. Here, up to here, by organisms. These all are necessary foods. And what are two modes of nutrition? Autotrophic and heterotrophic. Explain the process of photosynthesis. This question is also very necessary. And what is the middle part of cell? What is the jelly-like substance? Cytoplasm. And which membrane covers, which outer boundary covers the nucleus in cytoplasm? It is cell membrane. What is stomata? Tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves are called stomata. These all are necessary things, and we will learn more about here. It is written we will learn more about transport of food materials in chapter 11. So be with us, like our channel, subscribe our channel to get more videos like this. The leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. What is the use of chlorophyll? It helps leaves to capture the energy of the sunlight. What is the ultimate source of energy? Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Okay, like our channel, subscribe our channel to get more videos like this. Bye and have a good day.